some of you will get caught up in this trap of constantly learning because you're afraid to sit down with one model, follow the rules, stick to that process, and let it yield whatever experience is intended for you. And then you have a baseline. That's why I could literally give out a model every single day. And some of you want me to do that. But the only thing it's going to do is like a dog in a meat market. You ain't going to know what to do. You're going to run around and you just chase everything. Instead of simply sitting down and saying, you know what? I'll just have a filet. Thank you. And I've done that with the 2022 model. I've done that just recently with the silver bullet model. I have lots more coming, but you don't have to have anything else. The optimal trade entry was enough. OTE pattern, the flagship that was on my YouTube channel. That's enough. The 2022 model, that's enough. You can use it in every session. London, New York, PM session. You can use it in London close. You can trade it in Forex. You can trade it in futures. You can trade it in crypto. You can trade it in whatever you want to trade it in. It works. There's no excuse. You have zero excuse not to have some baseline by now. You should have some kind of experience to be able to say, you know what? This works. And I have to work on refining it, but I know it works because I've seen it in back testing, looking at where it has done this in the past. I tell you what time to look for these things to form. That way you're not just going around and looking at charts blindly. Go right to these specific times of the day. That's where it's going to form. For those people that go back in their old data and their old charts and they study that, they see it, they don't need me to do 50 examples of that. They don't need to see me do it live 50 times a week. They're sold on the idea. Okay, there's something here. It merits more investigation because I see the evidence of this thing occurring. It's not contrived. It's not conjectured. It's not made up. It's not fabricated. It's really happening every day. And once you see that, you don't need to have anybody else to cheerlead for you. You know, okay, there's something here. I'm going to mine that. So I give you just a few models so that way you go in and you now start working on the skill sets that are required. Not veering off course, hopping from one PD array, one approach, fair value gap, inversion value gap, breakers, market maker models, buy, sell. There's 1,000 things out there that I teach. Every individual one of them is a model. Every single one of them is in an individual model. But I give you, this is the best way to learn. I'm allowing you to pick your weapon. I've opened my arsenal doors. So here it is. Look what I have here. Pick your weapon. But nothing changes when it comes to time. Time of day, these things occur at specific times, certain days of the week, certain weeks of the month, certain month of the year. I'm allowing you to bring your personality, your personal influence, because you're the problem and you're the last puzzle piece. See, some of you are sitting around here, you're writing diligent notes, you're doing this, you're doing that, and that's wonderful. But you're all waiting for that last penny to drop. The last ICT puzzle piece. And then it's all going to come together. It's all going to be crystal clear. Once he tells me this one PD, the 81 PD arrays, final last one. That's it. That's it. That's the Holy Grail. No, it's not. If you walked over to your mirror right now, look at yourself real quick. That's the final puzzle piece. And it's always been you. You're the reason why you succeed, and you're the reason why you haven't succeeded yet. And ultimately, you and you alone are the only reason why you're going to fail. That's not me talking down to you. That's me telling you the way it is. That's just the way it is. Are you coming to me for a constant dose of something new, but have done nothing with what I've already given you?
All right, guys. Good morning. Happy Thursday, February 27th, 2025. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Like the stream on your way in, boys and girls. Let's get rocking and rolling here. Good morning, Nika. Good morning, Maida. Good morning, PEJW. Where are you guys at in the chat? Come on, say hi. Don't be shy. Don't be shy, boys. We're back for redemption today. The markets got the better of us yesterday, but listen, they can knock us down, but they can't keep us down, boys. You know why? We're going to get back up again. We're going to get back up again. That's the thing about us. That's what those market makers don't fucking understand, boys. When we come back with a vengeance. All right? Good morning, Storm Scalp. Good to see you, man. JT, good to see you. Let's make 150 points long. Hey, now you're talking. Good morning, Azar. Good morning, Nakapiko. Na Lakanipo. Wow. I'm just going to call you Masinga. Good morning, Masinga. What's up, Nick? What's up, Tom? How am I feeling after yesterday? I'm feeling fine. Feeling fine, yeah. Took a few L's. Had a good laugh about it. The bias obviously played out yesterday, later on. So I don't know if you guys, if anybody stayed stubbornly bearish. You know what I told you guys yesterday was I was like, I'm like, if we break above those highs, I don't think we see a bullish expansion. And for the moment, it looked like we were going to expand to these equal highs, but ultimately ended up holding this PD array, this 1 hour fair value gap, which is where we initially were shorting from, right? And then we traded right back into the range. So yes, kind of a big range, but still ultimately more of a seek and destroy profile, right? We just kind of created a broadening formation, put it in highs, put it in new lows. We didn't take out any external draws. So yeah, we stayed range bound yesterday. So, but yeah, no, I feel fine. It is what it is. Days like that are gonna. I'm sure I'll have days like that in the future. I mean, I want to minimize as many as possible, but you know, that's the reality of trading. So, shit happens, guys. Shit happens. What can we say? What can we say? But let me know your guys' bias in the poll. Bullish, bearish, or neutral. Give you guys a third option today. Looking here, obviously economic calendar wise, we had some pre-market red folder news, unemployment, as always on Thursday, prelim GDP. We do have some 10 a.m. medium impact stuff. We'll see how that all unfolds here. And looking here at NASDAQ, previous day, high and low. We can change this. Obviously, we got previous day high here. We'll drag one down here. Ultimately, though, I don't want to see like we just sweep this previous day high. Ideally, I don't want to see like just this get swept and then that's it. I'd like to see us trade up into this daily imbalance before heading lower, or we see price go for the lows first and then work on retracing back to internal liquidity. But I think what makes the most sense would be this retracement above these highs into this daily inefficiency. And then we see a delivery to external. Would be how I'm viewing this for the moment, boys and girls. But we'll mark out these previous day high and low here. Drop down to the 4 hour. I guess really quick, might as well look at ES here. I think ES, yeah, ES did eventually on that rally up. ES did poke up above its previous day high. NQ left its, so we do have an SMT there. And this is where the ES candle is, the daily candle is for the moment. Just take a peek at that and be aware of what that's doing. Four hour, pretty range bound for now. Yeah, this isn't really very telling of anything, to be honest. Yeah, we really haven't shifted. We really haven't shifted bullish just yet, just because we would need to see price eventually close above this high here. This is the up close candles that did create the current low of this range. So until we get closures above here, we don't have bullish structure, technically. I mean, you could say we have bullish structure on lower time frames in here, I suppose, but that'd be about it. So let's get these in the proper spot. Yeah, Nvidia earnings came out yesterday. That's what this candle is, if anyone's confused. This was when Nvidia came out after market. Opening bell 3 minutes ago. So I guess bias wise, I'm also neutral. That's why I wanted to include it as an option for you boys and girls. Kind of neutral. Would like to see obviously more data, more structure, and it'd be a lot easier once if price were to do something like this. This would make the bias really clear. You know, trade above here, and then we get bearish PD raise to short. Would be pretty sexy. You could argue that there's opportunity to maybe try to long into that. It's just a little bit riskier because, you know, we could ultimately sell off from here and leave this for later. So it's just a little bit riskier. You're kind of diddling in the middle, folks. Some people like diddling in the middle, though. No judgments. No judgments, hey.
You know, and I'm not judging you, but I'm just saying everybody else is gonna.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so we'll see what happens. We got our levels marked out here. Let me turn this music down a little bit. That was funny. Yesterday, somebody on stream said, what they call it, Jeopardy-ass music. That's funny. Good morning, Ashish. Good morning, Juan. Masinga's better. All the way from South Africa. Nice. Welcome, man. Crypto seems to recover. What do you mean? Seems or needs? Did you mean to type needs to recover? I agree. Good morning, Carlos. Good morning, Sean. Sean's bullish, he says. We'll leave the poll open for a little bit longer, but so far, most of the chat is bullish. For those of you guys that did vote bullish, are you saying that just because you want to see the kind of what we just mentioned here? Is this what you're hoping to see? Is this why you voted for bullish? Yes or no? Or alternatively, you know, as opposed to seeing price like actually full-blown expand here and then start going back to all-time highs. That's the alternative. The question is if you believe personally that we've traded as low as we're going to go. And I don't think so. I feel like price wants to draw for January low, personally. Could be wrong. We do have an SMT, like with this current range. We have an SMT here. We have an SMT here with this 4-hour and daily structure with a ES, but this is an internal low. So I think there's more reason for price to go a little bit lower than where we're at. So I would anticipate for now a internal to external range liquidity type of a move here. But who knows? You know, I guess who really knows at the end of the day? Alrighty, boys. Let's get locked in here. No fair value gaps being printed yet since market open. I have not looked at the opening range gap yet. Oh, wow. Humana. All right. Nice. About 120 points. About 120 points. I want to mark this out, but I don't know if I want all these lines on my chart. If they get annoying, I'm going to delete them. Are you serious? Okay, so this is wrong. Like when I go to electronic trading hours, it says we've already retraced a 50% of the opening range gap, which is not true. Oh, my bad. Pre-market. Pre-market. Threw me off for a second there. Duh. You know what I mean? But pretty choppy here. So we did finally print first presentation. Immediately disrespected it. Okay, these lines on my chart are not. Let's make these a little bit. We do have bearish SMTs here internally with ES. ES is failing to put in higher highs at the moment. What are we, 9 minutes in open? Yeah. All right, boys. I'm gonna cancel the poll here in the next 2 minutes. All right. That way we can't let people see in the move and then voting. Right now, most chat's bullish. Over half the chat is bullish. Holy fuck. All right, we're tanking here, boys. Both, Vez. Pluto's bearish. Do I think price can reach 21,810 level? 21,810 level? Do I think it could reach it? Oh. Probably not this week. Probably not. Possible, but I don't think so. Man, we are just dumping here. Where was this yesterday when I was trying to short? Right after opening bell. What the fuck? Dude, come on. You know what I'm saying? Sheesh Louise. All right, 50% opening range gap traded into now. Bullish SMT with that low. Tyler's a puppet 6. How many days did you miss? Tyler's a puppet 6, bro. You would have enjoyed yesterday a lot. I mean, I think you missed a lot of days. I haven't seen your name in here in a while. Kicked ass all of last week. And, yeah, yesterday I basically just kept trying to, like, what is happening right now is literally what I was trying to get yesterday. Just trying to see price. Like, yesterday I took an inversion off of first presentation, which is what happened today, and look at the reaction, bro. And then instead, price just kept chopping higher for 3 hours, and then bias played out. And today, this thing is just wanting to die. So I was hoping this was going to happen yesterday. No, sir. This is the first time, however, though, since ICT lectured about opening range gap theory. In that video, if you guys watched it, he did say... Oops. He did say any opening range gap that's 120 points plus, generally you just see price continue in that direction. And today, it's actually the first time I've seen that not be the case, because we have a first time I measured it was 120. Did I mismeasure, folks? Did I mismeasure? No, I did not. 127 point gap. So 127 point opening range gap did not continue expanding. Bro, this is fucked. What is wrong with this price action, dude? Oh my God. Why do you... Why? Why? Get out of here. Like, what do you want me to do, bro? What do you want me to do? Holy shit. Seriously, I'm so upset that this was not yesterday. Yeah, I got cooked yesterday. That is correct. Would you believe me if I told you I caught the short? I guess. Sure. I think so. Yeah. I'll believe you for now. If you want to post your executions in the Discord, feel free. Let me join the Discord. There you go. Join it. Where's the link should be coming here any second. Keep an eye on it in the Streamlabs bot. We'll have her posted here shortly. All right, guys. I'm gonna delete the poll now. People are gonna start voting bearish. 60% of the chat roughly. Well, it was 60% bullish. Only about a quarter was bearish. 18 neutral. Okay. So much for the bulls, huh? Good one, guys. Yeah, that's just aggravating, bro. Monday, Tuesday, we open up, dump, open up, dump. I mean, Friday was the same thing. Friday, Monday, Tuesday, open up, dump, open up, dump, open up, dump. Wednesday, we open up. Look like we're gonna dump again. So I'm like, I've seen this the last 3 days. Let me try it. Nah. Today, open up, dump. Fucking. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Nika and anyone that did short this kind of off of a similar sentiment as how we were viewing things yesterday. Wow. Go touch some grass. You're probably good. Well, still more sell side left for price to get into. We are currently, for the moment, holding up at this 1 hour imbalance and New York midnight. Now, keep in mind on the daily perspective, we were talking about internal to external. Notice how, like, for now, like, you're still kind of diddling in the middle no matter what you do. And that's why I said, guys, remember I said, beginning of stream, I said, you could long into here. There could be an opportunity here, but it's risky because price could just sell all the way back off. Type a 1 in the chat if you heard me say that. Look at that. See? Fucking did. NQ is showing no mercy right now. No mercy. Oh, you got equal highs? See if I give a shit. You think market cares about your equal highs? No. MKPES trades, don't you dare. Don't you dare. But the opposite could be true too. We could go to external first and then internal, but Fast and Furious. So now what is the question? We're going to be leaving behind a 5-minute fair value gap here in the next 45 seconds. Macro is beginning as well. So we'll see if we can maybe trade above this little high here on the 1 minute into that 5-minute gap. And if this wants to keep pushing lower, maybe grab it from there. But yeah, this open up and then just go straight down is, this joke is being overused at this point. It was funny the first 3 times. In the last week. It's not funny anymore. The joke has grown stale, actually. I mean, if this is really low resistance and super bearish, this is just gonna die. 1 minute fair value gap, it's just gonna die. Yeah. Well, opening range gap. We've traded all the way to and through it, so I'm going to delete those lines from my chart. We don't really need those anymore, do we? Inverse the 1 hour, not yet. We probably looking like we could. Candle doesn't close for 8 minutes. I mean, obviously, if you were trying to long off of it, you would have probably been stopped out, so. All right, macro starting here, so let's see. This is just such a big imbalance that we left here. Like, realistically, price could come all the way back, retest, rebalance, and then sell. And then the alternative is it could just leave that open for the return trip back up. It's looking like it's holding here for now on the 1 minute. This is just feel like it's not worth it. All right. Where's that Titanic song? All right, guys, enjoy.
Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you. Go on. Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show you. Go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on and on.
Oh my. Nice. Yeah. God, it kind of makes you just want to listen to the whole song, don't it? What a classic, dude. What an absolute classic. All right, let's go back to the Jeopardy music. Man. Yeah, dude. I don't know what to say. It makes sense, but at the same time, it's frustrating. It's annoying. Yeah. What a beautiful song. Makes you want to play Russian roulette. All right, previous day low. I don't see this stopping here, honestly. I don't see why I would just go for the sell side. It is Thursday, so low of the week would absolutely be fitting. It's just so disappointing, dude. Like, did anybody just shits and giggles here? You guys saw me kind of framing the idea, tinkering with the idea, the notion of maybe going short here, but my stop, I wanted my stop like up here, and I didn't want a 50-point stop loss. So that's why I said I don't think it's worth it. Especially if I thought it was possible. I don't know. I thought we could chop around here maybe for a little bit. Get us to the new, to 10 a.m., new 4-hour candle, and then maybe see price manipulate into this inefficiency and then look to short. Obviously, that didn't happen. But yeah, if you took this, I guess you're seeing a sea of green right now on your computer screen. Kudos to you. But yeah, dude. We're just some day traders trying to figure it out. Played out just as you said? Where did you say anything, Pluto? You said bow bearish. I remember you said that earlier. Let's see the executions, Pluto. Post the executions in the Discord. Discord yesterday, look. Yeah, I know, but the move just happened today, is what I'm saying. I want to see the executions. Right, I'm assuming you didn't execute yesterday, Pluto. That's right. Right, the move happened today. Yep. Right. Every one of us ICT traders that couldn't catch the sell-off can just believe what's happening right now. What? What's up, Alan? Good morning from LA. Ooh. Early riser over there. Good morning. Yeah, I missed the entry too, Valet. I wanted to see a pullback into this 5-minute gap that got left, and it didn't have any interest whatsoever in doing so. Yeah. What a move, though, huh? Well, there's sell side delivery here to this external low for... So now we're putting in a new low of the week. Bro, I don't know. Maybe we just die all the way to the January low today. We do have... Look at all the lows to the left. Still intact. So this is seemingly what we're drawn towards, boys. Yeah, I don't know. Me personally, I don't think that's an easy move to catch. Me personally, I don't know. Maybe it's a skill issue. Maybe I just suck at trading. I don't think that's an easy move to catch. Unless you're literally just blindly selling. Like, and you got lucky, I guess. But Pluto, I didn't see any executions yet. So as far as I'm concerned, you haven't caught it. But yeah, man, the trade, the entry that I took on the first trade yesterday, I mean, that would have been something you would write home about. I took an inversion short off of first presentation fair value gap yesterday because we had printed a bullish gap. We immediately inversed it like we did here today. And then obviously, ultimately, it just kept kind of drifting higher on me. So, but that same entry today would have been lights out, banging. Holy cow. But yeah, no shade. If anybody did legitimately catch it, Congratulations. Not hating on you. I'm just mad that I wasn't able to join you. You know what I mean? Not hating on you. I'm just mad that I wasn't able to join you. All right. Checking the Discord now here. Let's see. All right. I got to scroll here. I'm looking for this morning. 8:48 a.m. Nika. Wow. Nika, look at you. Easy win. Oh, so you caught. So, Pluto, that's what I was asking. I was asking if anybody did execute here. Where I was framing up the idea of going short and then ultimately decided to wait. So it looks like this is where you executed, yeah? Vez. Nice. Caught a little bit of the move there, Vez. Right on. I guess, shout out Vez, Pluto, and Nika. Look at you guys. Sheesh. Bro, these are the types of moves where it's like, bro, if I could catch that, leave a runner. Oh. I mean, damn. If you played this inversion, you know, partial at this low and maybe, you know, maybe like previous day low down in here. You're just leaving runners, dude. I mean, you're catching extra couple hundred points. That's wild. Yeah, you're spot on, Alan. I think that would have done it for me. Any idea why we've been selling so hard lately? Dude, I don't know. There's a lot of speculation. I think the thing that just makes the most sense to me, just from my speculation, is just like, obviously, I mean, you guys remember after the election how markets were just pumping like crazy. Crypto, the stock market, like everything was pumping so hard literally the night after the election or the night of the election. So you could make the argument that like the market was kind of propped up on the sentiment of obviously where the country was headed, Trump coming back into office. So then when Trump finally does get into office, that pump essentially, if you want to view it in terms of power of three, kind of a manipulation, would you say, right? Trapping a lot of people in longs. You got a lot of people feeling bullish, a lot of people feeling like, you know, we're just going to keep going higher because Trump's in office, things are going to be great now. So you think about it like that, it makes a lot of sense. You know, the market at large is always going to move to create the most pain. So when you got a lot of people feeling awfully optimistic, you got a lot of people feeling awfully optimistic about getting back into the markets. You know, it kind of just all makes sense that we'd squeeze on those people. You know? Yeah, and it got me, I had a couple of hints. Like I had my dad was calling me like the beginning of the year, like talking about putting more money into the markets. And I'm like, bro, this guy's he's never like, he was like giddy about it. He was like, couldn't wait to do it. And I'm like, I've never heard him sound like that before when talking about just like putting money into the markets. And I'm sitting there in my head, I'm like, oh God, the top might be in. Oh no. I guess the crypto boys, like, we kind of figured the top might have been in once our president started creating meme coins. Do you think that was our? Do you think that should have been our hint, boys? The top of the market was in when our sitting president created an entire family of meme coins the day before his inauguration. You know, that might have been something. But then, yeah, there's speculation, like, with the tariffs. Like, there's just obviously a lot going on with the transition and all the executive orders being passed right now. But I think what I said initially is kind of the main driver. Is just clearly the sentiment of the market was greed. So when the sentiment of the market is people are feeling greedy, putting a lot of money in, they're buying, market's going to squeeze those people. Because you got a lot of people panicking, and then once extreme fear kicks in, like, this will sell off, and I don't think it'll be a quick rebound. I think what makes the most sense is it'll accumulate, it'll go sideways for a while, be rangy, long enough to create enough. What's the saying? The market. Fuck. The market can go sideways longer than you can stay solvent, I think is how the saying goes, something like that. But I mean, essentially, yeah, you're just gonna get a lot of people that, you know, that bought, whether it be crypto or the stock market indices at or near all-time highs, and maybe they've been buying like the little dips, and now it just keeps on dipping, and you know, it'll stay down, it'll retrace far enough to create a lot of pain and fear, and then it'll stay down long enough to get some of those people that are just trying to wait it out and hold it. It'll, you know, a lot of those people will sell. And then when they do, we fly. A tale as old as time. Yeah, then we got the Epstein list coming out today. That's right, Vez. I forgot about that. Well, I think they said a lot of names. I don't know if the whole list is coming out. Drop some names in the chat of names you think will be on the list. That's funny that you said Tom Hanks, Carlos. I had nothing going on last night, so I threw on a movie that I hadn't watched ever. I've never watched this movie, Sully, where he landed the plane in the Hudson. But yeah, we don't really care for Tom Hanks too much, to be honest, do we? Don't worry, man, Co. It sold off without me, too. A few people in the Discord apparently caught it. Pluto, Nika, Fez. Let me check here, see if anyone else. Yeah. I don't think many people I think a lot of people got left behind today on this. Me included. All right, well, possibly we could have seen the low of the week put in. Yeah, it's going to be wait and see mode for a little bit now. I think we should accumulate a little bit now that we had this ginormous run. For a grand total of 484 points, minus 2% on the NASDAQ real fast. This move started at 9:37. Yeah, literally 24 minutes. 24 minutes. Almost 500 points. Jiminy crickets. So we got Tom Hanks, Bill Gates. Santana says me. Aw. I guess nobody cares about the list. You caught it, but still in loss. Nancy Pelosi caught it. Yeah. I longed the first presentation fair value. You think it was a bad idea? Well, in hindsight, I could say it's a bad idea because we went the other direction. But, yeah, no, we were talking about at the beginning of the session. We were talking about obviously these two Drake candles weren't here, so we were talking about how price could maybe drop in. This is what I was hoping to see. I was hoping to see opening bell would push price like this. This is what I drew out. Like manipulate above here and then do this was what I was hoping we would get. So I said, I'm like, you could maybe long into this, but it's risky because I said for all we know, price could just leave this for later and then sell right off. And then sure shit, like a minute later, that's exactly what happened. So I said it was risky. Rewind the stream if you need to, I guess. But no, yeah, I mean, I see what you were trying to do at least. I just hope, you had a short stop out like right here. The only way you got really screwed is if you were trying to like marry the move and you just kept moving your stop like thinking it was going to reverse. So I see what you were trying to go after there for sure. So I'm not against going long at this point either, but I mean, I don't think I want a long like right this second because I think we could come hang out in here for a little bit and then go. Had a tight stop, 20 bucks. Yo, trade NQ only. I trade NQ only. I'm using an index CFD chart by FXCM. Do you recommend paying for real-time data? I mean, yeah, but are you trading? Are you not trading futures? Or are you trading on a CFD broker? Obviously CME futures data is the best because you're actually getting, like, it's not manipulated. Every CFD broker is basically an overlay of the actual market. So they can manipulate price a little bit, manipulate spreads. So you're not actually trading the real market when you're trading on a CFD or even looking at CFD structure and price. I mean, it's probably not super far off, but it can be different. But that's the nice thing about the CME trading futures is it's everybody, regardless of broker, prop firm, whatever, like everybody is seeing the exact same price at the exact same second to the tick. Trading on a CFD broker, well, if you can, I would recommend maybe not. So I realize some people are in countries that they kind of have to, but if I were you, you're trading on a CFD broker, I'd maybe have MetaTrader pulled up if you're using MetaTrader or CJ, whatever you're using. And I would just use that as your charting platform personally, because then you're actually looking at the chart of your broker, which is the price you're trading. The price that your broker could show you at any moment, right? Like where like your stop might be, like you could very easily see with a CFD broker that you could see price manipulates your stop, you know, spread widens or whatever, manipulates your stop, but you'll notice on a futures chart it didn't. And it's because that's what CFD brokers do. But yeah, you can pay for real time. It's a business expense at the end of the day, so it's like it's a write-off. Yeah, I mean I pay for real-time data even though like most of my trading right now is being done on via Top Step, which real-time data is covered for you until you get moved to live, but it's like $7 a month, so it seems silly not to have, like, it's only $7 a month. Maybe it's more if you don't pay for a plan with TradingView. I'm not sure. But I think if you're serious and not curious, yeah, I think it's worth it to have real-time data. Long answer. Yeah, I'd recommend futures. The gentleman's market, as they call it. If you haven't ever tried Top Step, link pin in the chat. Give you 20% off your first combine. Little shameless plug. I'm in for a long on US 30. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. I'm going to wait this out for a bit. I'm anticipating the possibility of lower. And I'm not even saying we could get a new low, but I think this 15-minute fair value gap could be enough to at least bring price back down into this wick. We'll see. We'll see. Or we're just going to get a freaking V recovery, and this is going to go straight all the way back up. I think that's less likely. Never say never, but I'll miss the move both ways, I guess, if that's the case. But nevertheless, let's do a little P&L check. Yeah, this is kind of the interesting thing. Like, we're getting all these great headlines. We just got another good one. Texas Business and Commerce Committee passes strategic Bitcoin reserve bill that advances to Senate floor. So, but yet everything's tanking. Just past 200K FTMO trading JUR 30? JUR 40? Isn't it JUR 30? Is it actually JUR 40? Congrats either way. Gonna play some basketball on Aspa at least for fun then. Alright, man. Have fun, Alessandro. The 15-minute breakout strategy? I don't remember you telling me any 15-minute breakout strategies. For the record, though, to be fair, there's a lot of people that say a lot of different things in the chat. And I'll be honest, I ignore all of it mostly at this point. Especially when it comes to, like, trading, like, most of the stuff, sorry, Nick. Most of the stuff that I get, like, trading strategy related in the chat is all very cherry picked based on what happened that day. You know how fucked my trading would be if I sat here and tried to apply every single thing that the YouTube live chat told me to do? Oh my god, I'd be fucked. No offense. I'm just saying. I used to play sports, Alan. I mean, I don't really play sports actively anymore. I mean, I'm an old man now. Yeah, I used to play football, baseball, basketball. You know, a lot of you guys might not know this about me, but you're talking to a Division V Wisconsin high school state champ quarterback. That's right. No big deal or nothing, but what can I say? Hunters agree chat on YouTube. Feel it depends on what happened today. Today is going to be full games. Yeah. Listen, guys, the best thing you could do after a move like today, go on Twitter, look for anybody that caught the move today. Build the FOMO up. Get more FOMO if you missed it. And then come back and force trades. Okay, let me repeat it. You go to Twitter. You find all the people that made all the money today catching this big sell-off. And then what you do is you come back to your chart like a dog with rabies. You're foaming at the mouth and you force some trades to get that feeling of FOMO out of your system. That's what you do. At least that's the healthiest thing you could do. Because when you feel FOMO, the best thing you can do is force a trade. Isn't that right? Today is the best day to sell subscriptions with unheard of risk rewards. Yes, exactly. We got a new course coming out later today. And basically, what it will be is how to catch 40R on the NASDAQ. $69.99. Get yours today. Bro, I'm stressing. I bought the funded last week and I've only taken one trade the last 2 weeks. That doesn't sound that bad. If your model hasn't presented itself, then I don't see that being an issue, to be honest. I'd say, if anything, I would say good work. Like, good job waiting for something that was clear. But yeah, I wouldn't stress. Take good trades. Take good trades that you have a lot of conviction in. If it's a trade that you would take again, even if it loses, that's all that matters. If you can look at the trade and say, I would take that trade again, then I think you did your job. And if you're avoiding trades that you wouldn't take again, regardless of the result, then I think you're also doing your job. Yeah, man, don't get it twisted. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that market's been easy the last week. I mean, last week was good, I felt. But in the last week of trading days, I feel like it's just tough. Like, market opens up and we go one direction. It's like, okay. So, and like even last week when I was like doing well, like I wasn't sitting here like puffing my chest trying to tell you guys, oh yeah, market's fucking great right now. It's super easy. Look at me, guys. I'm the best J trader on YouTube. Imagine if every time We caught a winning 50 to 100 point trade. I'm sitting here like, what other streamer's catching 100 points on the stream today? What a fucking weird thing to... What a weird thing to say out loud. I have a question on large range market. Do you like to use micros or minis? I mean, yeah, I use minis if it's like, or I mean micros if it's really, really volatile and you just kind of don't have a choice. And like these 50K XFAs on Top Step X, I'll use micros because, well, it's a 50K. All depends on your risk tolerance, though, Bearish. That's all I can really say. I appreciate it, Carlos. Yeah, I try to be honest with you guys. When we do well, I like to have some fun. We celebrate with some memes and some good music. But I'm not gonna sit here and the moment I sit here and puff my chest and try to act like I'm fucking Mr. Big Shot. I mean, you saw what happened to me yesterday. Like, the market is gonna come and bring you back down to reality. It always does. Like, never too high, never too low. When you're on a losing streak, just fucking stay the course. You're fine. A winning streak is around the corner. When you're on a winning streak, calm your tits because a losing streak is around the corner. It's probably always gonna be that way. So never too high, never too low, boys and girls. But also, never back down, never what? Never give up. But yeah, I there's just so much ego in the trading space already as is, so I try not to add to it. I mean, I'll give you my hot takes on opinions if people ask me about it, but I try not to sound like a cocky little shit when things are going good. And I try not to sound too miserable when things are going bad. Also, my OBS just told me that my bitrate was dropping a little bit. Am I lagging at all for you guys on stream, or is it good? Am I like glitching out, or am I dropping any frames from your guys' perspective? Let me know. If so, I might need to tweak a couple of settings here. I'm good. Okay. Cool. Cool. What lens correction does ICT have? What do you mean? I use mini typically depending on $350 or $500 risk. Stop using extremely tight. I'm not. Stop usually extremely tight, but I'm not great with entries, but good with direction. So, Bearish, if that's what you're dealing with, like you're good at the direction overall and bias, but like you're finding yourself maybe like getting stopped out because I mean, to your own admission, you said your stop is extremely tight. What I have found, I've been burned by this plenty of times too. I'm sure I'll be burned by it again in the future. There are times when I try to get fancy with my stop loss and I'll try to put it in the most like aggressive spot. For example, like let's say you were to enter off of a fair value gap and you put your stop loss like right at the, like let's say you're going to short this fair value gap here, hypothetically. The most aggressive stop placement would be like at this body closure, right? The second most aggressive would be at the fair value gap candle. And then like the most conservative would be like above the high, right? What I have found is that usually, sometimes I can get away with it, but usually I'm better off sucking it up and putting my stop where price should not go for that trade to work out. Because let's face it, price could wick above like this here. It could wick above this high and leave this one and then play out. You know what I mean? So I found that when I get fancy with my stop loss, more often than not, I feel like it bites me a little bit. Like this could play out exactly as I'm saying right now. Let's see. So like if you're trading short here and you put your stop here or here, you already got stopped out. Right? So if this wicks all the way back down and reverses and sells off now, well, that's just a perfect example for the conversation we're having right now, isn't it? So I have found that with NQ, you kind of have to be a little bit more willing to put your stop where it should go, if that makes sense. More often than not, right? Like you can put your stop and you can get cute with your stop loss, and sometimes it works out perfect, and you know you look like a genius. But it definitely is a shitty feeling knowing that you could have just added like 5 to 10 more points to your stop, put it at a point where it shouldn't go, and then just let the trade breathe and play out. The worst feeling in the world is getting stop hunted and then it goes in your favor. You know. But to each their own. So that might mean you increase your stop loss size, use micros, whatever you got to do to offset that. But I don't know why they're more expensive, alias. Goslin, good to see you, man. I'm doing well. How are you? Thanks for asking. No, unfortunately, I did not take anything today. Yeah, I got left behind. What's funny is the entry that I took yesterday. The entry that I took yesterday would have been perfect for today. This first presentation for value gap inversion was what I took yesterday, and it didn't play out to the downside. And today was, I mean, literally would have been the best entry. So yeah, kind of just tape reading this for the moment here. We have an SMT with this high. We're inside of obviously a 15-minute imbalance here. Inversion here on the 1 minute. Trade it back up into this SIBI. I'm just kind of tape reading it right now. We're almost to the macro in the next 9 minutes, so we'll see if it wants to deliver back to these lows, even on like the 15-minute chart and the hourly, the 4-hour. You can see how we are, you know, the candle, hourly candle opens up here, 10 a.m. We run the low, immediately back into the range. About to leave a 1 hour fair value gap here, most likely as well. So if anything, I would not be against getting long. I wouldn't mind seeing though a little retracement or just stay down in here and then look to long into that 1 hour fair value gap. So I'm just kind of waiting right now. We'll see. But yeah, no, I missed out on this big move. How about you, Goslin? Did you catch it? Did you catch it, Goslin? Today I went long on the first pullback, 65 points. Oh, so got worked out. You went long? But yeah, it sounds bearish. It sounds like that's bearish. You went long. Your name is literally bearish. Aren't you only allowed to look for shorts? You took 300 points in total? Sheesh. Yeah, that's all right. I'm getting mad? How am I getting mad, YM? Now I'm mad that you said that. I'm mad now that you said I'm mad. Yeah, no, I would not have caught the entire move even if I shorted from here. Most likely. I would have been out, partial at a low. Here I would have been one mini deep probably. What would this trade have looked like? Yeah. So I would have held the previous day low with one mini here. The 50K accounts on Top Step X would have been using micros. So yeah, I would have been partialing. If I'd have left the runner, I mean, I can't say I wasn't in the trade, so who knows what my thought process would have been. But you know, my initial targets were previous day low, which was up here above this sell side here at 990. So the most I would have held to is 990, but there's no way of telling. But I won't lie, I would have been more than happy with previous day low as well. I mean, that was over, bro, it's 250 points. Like, my goodness. Yeah, you're probably happy with that. YM, did you catch the shorts today or what? No, Nick, no trade for me. Took short from the SMT high. Took short from the SMT high that you market left side till previous day low, and long from the FEG that leads all the way for TDO. So you shorted from here and then long from here? Question mark? Gotcha, Gaza. Is anybody playing this right now? Out of pure curiosity. These ranges are just giant, dude. This fair value gap entry with this stop, even just right here, is like a 50-point stop. Yeah, a lot of people probably forced to use micros today. At least should be. Macro starting here in 4 minutes, guys. But yeah, tape reading this for now. I think we could at least see a trade below this low. And then I would be totally game for entertaining the idea of longs to the 1 hour fair value gap above this high here. And yeah, if we trade up here with the new hour into the hourly fair value gap above this high, we'll see how if we show any respect and print any bearish PD arrays from there. if we don't, what a wild move it would be today, for sure. Like, if we end up using this high as a bullish breaker to then go to these equal highs. I don't know if I would have ever seen something like that in my lifetime, where we sell off 500 points and then immediately retrace the move right away. So that's why I'm not leaning in that direction. Can you guys think of a time where we sold off 500 points at open and then we immediately retraced the move the same session? I just don't think that's going to happen. Tag me on X Goslin. Let me look. Aw, dude. Holy shit. We got a lot of arrows here. Micros. So you're just like adding a bunch. FEG there. Okay. Oh, gotcha. So what? Roughly 180. Maybe a little above 180 average fill. Down to, what was this level, like 60? That's just crazy how big of a range that is, bro. That's literally 120 points. It doesn't look like much, but it's 120 points. Very nice. Very nice. Let me not forget to like it for you. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking too, Goslin. Yeah, it just doesn't seem realistic that we would retrace this whole move right away. So even if we do end up getting long, like that's why I'd only be looking to take it to the 1 hour gap. Take it back to internal range. And the reason that if I'm going to be long, I don't know if I necessarily want to see this low traded back to. You know, because you're looking at the 4 hour, you're looking at the 1 hour. Well, I guess the 4 hour has 3 hours left to print, but look at this 1 hour. We got like 9 minutes left on this. So this 1 hour candle likely about to close, obviously back above this sell side. And what I would prefer to see would be lower wick. Distribute higher. Open low, high, close. So I don't think I'd want to see this low get traded back to, because if we do, we're probably just going to January low and maybe below that. So I think I'd prefer to see low of the week put in here on a Thursday. We get another move back into here, kind of just chop, accumulate the rest of the day. Maybe we see Friday trade back above this buy side. That's kind of the end of the week there. And then next week, we could see price continue its venture on down to the January lows. And just have a grand old time, but what do you guys think of that thought process? Am I way on? Am I way off? Oh, boys. Ugh. March going to be a bad month? No, don't say that. I mean, I hope March opens up, manipulates lower, and then we end up just rallying the second half of the month, and then we get a really banger month in April. I'm biased though. I don't want to see the bull run canceled. De-risked every long attempt this week, yeah. I mean, yeah, man, you could see the like the logic yesterday. We were just really hammering those shorts, and then they didn't play out till PM. But we were talking. I mean, everything's bearish. Daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 50. Like everything was bearish, and it still is. I don't know if anybody answered earlier. Did anybody say that they were in these shorts here? I'm not in it, just tape reading it for now. Macro is starting. We're like 4 minutes into it. End of the hour here. I want to see this new hourly candle open up, wick lower, and then possibly start distributing to this 1 hour fair value gap above this high. If this just tanks and we end up going to this low, oh, bro, I don't know. That's not good. All right, so this low has been met. So that would be the end of that tape read for me. Was just seeing this deliver price to here. This is a gap here. Let's see though. New hourly candle in 5 minutes. $930 sweep made me 10% of my account. Meaning like you were long for this, or what do you mean? Or when you say 930 sweep, are you talking like you caught this? SMT here right now as well. Yeah, interesting day though. Hey guys, vote in the chat here quick. Vote in the chat here quick for the P&L check. Let's see, 42% green, 145 votes. Yeah, mostly green. Just as many missed out. Flat. Hang on, Jax. Hang on, little bug. Yeah, Jax, if I caught... You wouldn't have been waiting if I caught that sell right away. We've been done. We'd have been done in 10 minutes, dude. Instead, I got to entertain all these strangers on a YouTube live chat. Sorry. All right, guys. Yeah, we'll end the poll there. So, final results. 42% green, 42% flat / missed out, and 50% red. I am in the flat category. Have missed out today. I'm much looking forward to going on Twitter after this, seeing all the people that caught the move that I didn't catch, and mentally and emotionally abusing myself for it, calling myself a bad trader, and then embracing all those feelings of FOMO to force trade later. Force to trade later. You know? That's what I'm looking forward to. All right, guys, new hourly candle here in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Staying patient, staying patient. Oh, man. Oh. But yeah, I saw a lot of people saying that ICT caught the short. I'm assuming you guys are in the Telegram. I haven't checked it. I have 36 unread messages, apparently. I'll take a little scroll here quick. Oh, so he caught... I see. So he shorted from here, too. We were thinking about hopping in the move after this. In here. Looks like that's where he caught the short. To 943. 943? What low was that? 943. I had 990 marked. Oh, so this low here. I see, I see. I see, I see. ICT. All right, guys, new hourly here. One hour fair value gap left open above this high, boys. And can you dig it? So my bias for this hour is I'm going to try to long into this 1 hour fair value gap. If I hadn't made that clear. My God. Oh my God. Oh, I got slipped to a terrible trade there. Essentially, I'm going off the change in the state of delivery here. This close, I got slipped to a fucking terrible entry right there. That's ass. All right, let's see if we can get this to the 1 hour gap. Internal liquidity. I did not enter on these top step X accounts. All right, no bueno there. Yeah, I got slipped to a fucking terrible fill there. The shit show continues, bro. That account needs a break. My fill basically got wicked into this 5-minute gap. Right as I was literally clicking the buy button, it wicked right into it. In an instant. Funded account ASMR. ASMR type. Yeah, it was the 1 minute change in the state. And I put my stop. I put my stop because of my shitty fill below these bodies. I put my stop because of my shitty fill on this wick. I put my stop below these bodies. And as of right now, this is still showing like it might play out here. I'm going to replay this setup. Update my profile picture on YouTube. The picture's only a couple years old. I can't even see what your profile picture is, YM.
Yo jongens, hier met Yannick. Dit was mijn eerste video. Ik sta nu bij de Basic Fit op de parkeerplaats. Ik wil gewoon wat fitnessvideo's gaan maken en gewoon een beetje zo door mijn journey jullie meenemen.
No habla inglés? Look at Buddy's arm. This guy definitely beats it. That guy definitely beats it, dude. YM, where are you from? Where are you from, YM? I need to know if I need to call ICE or not. The Netherlands? Oh, so you're good? Damn. Shucks. Banka. I already went over what I was thinking, my thought process, yeah. I can go over it again at the end once this trade is over, I guess. I wanted to see the 1 hour retrace to the 1 hour fair value gap that we left, essentially. I want to see return to internal range liquidity. Here, I'll show you guys the higher time frame here on my other monitor with this 1 hour close. So you can see this 1 hour, how it closed. I wanted to see this 1 hour candle manipulate lower wick, and then trade higher into this 1 hour gap. You guys see what I'm saying? Do you guys see what I'm looking at? Or am I just a low IQ individual? Two things can be true at the same time, by the way. That both could be true, actually. Tanja is short and you are long. Let's see who's going to win. Oh, fuck. I need my male privilege to kick in. Come on. Male privilege. You smell what I'm stepping in? Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna, yeah, we got a long, there's no gap on ES 1 hour chart. There's no gap on ES 1 hour chart. So no need to worry about that. But yeah, I think the long is good. I think the long is good. We got to get through this though. We're battling a 5-minute Sibby right here. If we can inverse this, I think we're in the clear. Not before. Not before. I know it's volatile today. That's why I dropped down to 4 micros. I was kind of just eyeballing it. Could have done 5 or 6. Oh, Alvin P1, welcome. Thanks for the subscription. If we can get this 5-minute inversion, I'll just probably remove risk at that point because I wouldn't want to see that disrespect. Or if we can start getting above these highs here, might as well remove risk at that point. No reason to keep it on, really. Five-minute candle closes in 1 minute. Oh, Ryan Banks, you're too kind. I don't know if I'd say it. I don't know if I'd go that far, but hopefully someday. As soon as I can get, no, it's not a trend line. It's ICT. It's not trend lines. It's fucking liquidity. Trend line liquidity. It's not fucking trend lines. ICT. I gotta get biceps like YM. All right. I think it's time, guys. I think it's time. Now we wait. I knew I wasn't crazy. And then if you guys are in this, I mean, partial or close as you wish, dude. So whenever you're happy with it. It just depends, Callie. It just depends. The contracts, the number of contracts is not important. I mean, the number of contracts being used are kind of like variable based on the stop loss size and how volatile we are. And how much I'm trying to risk per setup. Imagine if price reverses and gets me on a break even. I'll just kill myself, dude. It's whatever. Okay, I'm kidding. Fucking relax. No, for combines, I'm usually trying to like push it a little bit more and be aggressive and maybe not settle for base hits, but if I am going to settle for a base hit, I'll try to up the risk a little bit. I don't know, it just kind of depends what my plan is before I go into a trade. Like this trade was perfect because we were talking about it like way before. Like we were literally saying 10 minutes, 30 minutes ago, we were saying we're going to wait for the 1 hour candle to open. We want to see it manipulate lower. give us a bullish PD rate to enter long and take it to internal liquidity with that hourly gap. That's word for word what I said. And that is exactly what we got. I am in a trade right now, Manco. But they don't always play out like this. We were kind of in that situation today where it's like we sold off so fast. So you just had to stay really patient, but going off the hourly closures, like it just gave you a really easy, like we knew exactly what we were waiting for. Any fuckery at this rejection block, and I'm gonna close 3 of these 4. All right, I took 3 of the 4 off, secure most of it. We're so close. But yeah, I would actually be on suicide watch if it retraced from here. I would actually be on suicide watch for sure. So currently secured 570 per account. A little bit more left on the table here. Sometimes I'll do fixed RR banca. Banca. Hang on, we're about to get the hourly gap here. This is always the hardest part when it's just right there. Callie, yes, for props only top step, and then I have a personal account as well, but basically got in the drop from the top and made too much. You did? If you exceed your day best on a combine, they reset your target, or it just count as half of your daily best. Yeah, no, you'll have to get a little. If you get over the daily consistency rule, then you'll have to, whatever your excess is, you'll have to make a little bit more when you go to pass. but you'll see what that number is in your back dashboard. You guys see why I took 3 of the 4 off? It's just uncomfortable. I mean, I hope it still plays out. It should still play out. But we created a 5-minute fair value gap here. Price looks like it might want to return into that. But not willing to give most of the profit back after that. No, sir. That would just be a disaster. But no, the nice part about like these specific funded accounts is these are funded accounts that I passed and I'm trading since the beginning of the year on stream. So like everything with these specific funded accounts is all 2025, like past them on stream. You guys were there for that. Some of you at least. Pass them on stream and I'm trading them on streams. Like these specific XFAs are 100%. I'm only trading them on stream. So just for you folks. Yeah, Banca, I don't think there's a right or wrong. It just kind of depends on your preference. I think I'm copy trading these because they're 50Ks. Like literally the cost of 350Ks is the same as one 150K, so I'm copy trading them for that. I mean, not to sound like a douchebag, I guess, but I mean, $500 profit is not really a lot. So having it copy traded across multiple accounts helps. It's just not, it's not a lot. It's not enough profit for me, like personally at this point. But yeah, I mean, $500 is a lot of money. If you had just one account, you made $500 a day on average, like you'd be tickled pink. So I don't want to give the wrong impression. I mean, I might as well just put this stop at break even, $37. Who gives a shit about that? I really hope we don't. I mean, this is just nuts. I'm so fucking happy I took 3 off here. I was gonna hold it all and just be a badass. Because they're gonna pick on me if I close early. They're gonna pick on me if I close it early. This is why, dude. Fuck that. Should still go. But doesn't mean it will. So close to the 1 hour gap. Look at this shit. Damn. Oh, fuck. Yeah, very true. It could be. It could be leaving it for later. Like we could come back if we get below this low. Obviously, we're range bound in accumulation in here, which is what we expected after the huge drop this morning. Yeah. At least I got a good exit on most of the position. Now I'm kind of wishing I did have 5 contracts on. 5 or 6. Yeah, it already doesn't look good. This is speed and displacement back down. I mean, we're likely going back to this low, I would think. I'd be pretty surprised. I'd be happy, but I'd be surprised if I don't get stopped at break even on this last one. In all honesty. Well, I'm not a tax expert, so I would recommend getting a tax. I have a tax guy that does my taxes, and I just whatever. So that's what I would recommend first and foremost. I would recommend just having someone do your taxes. You pay him like a few $100. You get to write that off as well. Like then everything's done properly, right? They handle everything. But in terms of taxes, you have capital gains tax for actual trading profits. Now, if you're getting payouts from a XFA account, it's not actually taxed as capital gains. It's taxed as 1099 income because Top Step pays you out as like a research analyst or whatever. So your payout income on an XFA account is 1099, just like your self-employed, like a business income. So basically, the way that works is you get paid, you got your payouts, which is your revenue, and then you can write off all of your expenses. So like your combine account purchases, your activation fees, essentially like anything you use to trade, like TradingView subscription, real-time data. Like you get to write off everything that you pay for your trading business. But obviously, most people have multiple things going on, whether it be the job, W-2 income, self-employment income, right? You know, if you actually have real capital gains taxes, whether it be from taking profit in crypto, the stock market, like day trading your own personal funds, personal live account, then that's capital gains tax. Most of the day trading stuff is short-term capital gains. With futures, you get a 60-40. There's like a 60-40 tax benefit for trading futures. So 60% of your capital gains taxes are taxed at a long-term capital gains tax, which is a lower percentage, and 40% short-term capital gains tax. So it's you actually get a benefit for trading futures as opposed to other markets. As far as taxes are concerned, but yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. I don't know if there's anything specific you have questions on about taxes. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I'd recommend hiring somebody, but to my knowledge, that's how it all goes. And then depending on how many irons you have in the fire, whether it be a job, a business, you know, real estate, other investments, whatever it might be, then you'll have to obviously get all that situated with the proper forms and pay the proper taxes. But if all goes well, boys, Trump will abolish the IRS and end federal income taxes. I have no problem paying state income taxes, but state income taxes are a lot cheaper than federal. I think it makes sense, too, to pay state income taxes because that's the state you live in. The fact that we have to pay the amount that we all have to pay in taxes relative, like it's just so disgusting, dude. Especially when we're taxed out the ass at every turn. You buy something, tax. Like you're taxed on everything. the same dollar is taxed 10 different ways. I mean, it absolutely is broken. There's no reason that that should be the system that we have. Like, holy shit. But and then you got Governor of Florida trying to get property taxes, you know, get rid of property taxes. So you file your own taxes. Yeah, I used to, and then I was like, fuck. Well, I had a lot of like crypto stuff and trading stuff back in 2020 that I just was like nervous about, and I didn't want to fuck it up. So I just pay, like, bro, it's literally a couple $100 to pay somebody to do it. And I'd rather just do that, not get audited, make sure it's done right. But like, if your incomes are more simple, like if you have just like one thing, like just a W-2 or just like one single 1099, then you could probably do it with like TurboTax or something, I would think. But the more stuff you have to do, then it's just more complicated. I'd recommend paying somebody though, personally. Peace of mind, couple $100, you get to write it off anyway. If a couple $100 breaks the bank, then probably got bigger problems, to be honest. I mean, yeah, if you know what you're doing, like you took a class on it, Pluto. Yeah, if you know what you're doing, then by all means. But I don't claim to be a tax expert. Probably should be. It wouldn't hurt to know a lot of this shit, so like you can make really wise decisions. Would I ever go to vacation to Bali or Thailand? Yeah, sure. I could meet all the lady boys. I want to go to Bangkok. I want to go to Bangkok. You know, Bali'd be sick though. Yeah, I used to have a dream board back in the day, and I would have all sorts of shit on there. Like, obviously, it's just like things you're trying to manifest. I hate a lot of that languaging now. I think a lot of it's very like fucking weird and satanic, and so I try to like avoid talking about it. But it's important to have goals and a vision and blah 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 blah. But yeah, I used to have like a picture of Bali on my vision board as like a place I wanted to go visit. You know, other goals, cars, houses, money, whatever. And yeah, man, it was a poster board. I used to have it slapped up on the wall, and I had like other things that I printed out and I posted up all over my bedroom. Like when I was like, 20, 21, 22. In my bathroom mirror, I used to have my entire bathroom mirror. I would have goals and affirmations written down with like a dry erase marker on my mirror. So every day and every night, I'm in the mirror, brushing my teeth, freaking saying affirmations, reading my goals. I literally did that for 5 years. Yeah, it means just like actually kind of psychotic. All right, boys. Let's just hop out of there. Call it a day. I think this doesn't look great. We're hitting this imbalance BPR. We're probably going to go lower, I think. I got most of the move there. I took most of the position off. There. So happy I did that. We did not get to that 1 hour fair value gap, unfortunately. I was looking at ES here on my other monitor. Oops. And, you know, there was no 1 hour gap on the ES chart, obviously, just on NQ, but NQ did not get there as of yet. I mean, we'll see what happens, but all in all, got most of the meat off the bone with that one. I still think that's likely where we could draw. I just think maybe we could get a little bit of choppy in here for the time being. So yeah, man. Appreciate you guys showing up to stream though. Like the stream before you head out and hit the dusty trail. Let me see if there's any chats I missed before we go. Ended up with 610 per account. So copy trading on 2 other accounts. So total 1830. Right. Yeah, 1830 across the 3. All right, I don't think I missed any chats. Should we do, hey, let's do 2 more minutes. I got to take my dog out. He's whining. But 2 more minutes. Let's do 1 more pulse check. Let's see if it changed at all. I know most people hopped off now, but flat. Let me know, boys and girls. P&L check. Oh, we forgot to celebrate because our final TP didn't get hit. We didn't get to celebrate, boys. But we got to celebrate a little bit, don't we? We got to celebrate a little bit. You know I got to spam the new memes for you guys. Nice. Nobody's going to tell me that I was muted? Yeah, this stream is going to be copyrighted like no other. Anyway, most of the people are green, it looks like, and the least option is red, so I'd love to see that. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Like the stream before you hit the road. If you're still trading today, be safe. Very volatile, very volatile. And with that being said, guys, I will be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. And I'll see you guys then. Peace out, everybody.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracement to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money, he's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. Dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. With the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.